a very sexy girl. The kind you won't take home to mama. And you're never gonna let your spirits down once you get her on the floor. Ow! That girl's super freaky. Girl's a super freak. I love Rick James' hair. Did you ever notice how awesome that dude's hair was? It's pretty fantastic. Honestly, I don't know. Was it fake? Do you think Rick James' hair was fake? You know, it leaves me guessing. I'm guessing it probably was because it looked a little ropey. Maybe. Hell, I don't know. Could have been his real hair. The guy was famous. Rick James, for Christ's sakes, you know. Welcome to your Vape at 5. I am your host. I am BlackCat. Today, I have a review for you. Not a new RDA. This RDA has been out since the beginning of the year. It is by Vandy Vape and El Mono Vapeador, who is a Spanish reviewer, huge Spanish reviewer. He's almost got 500,000 subs. The name of the RDA is the WidowMaker RDA. See if I can get a picture of that without blurring it out. Can't really see it with my light there. I'm going to take you guys down, show it to you. I'll bring you back up top. We'll talk a little bit about it. I purchased this for the purposes of this review, and I've been using it now for about a week. I actually wicked it up right before we did the hot tub on Friday. And right from the beginning, the first pull I took off, I was like, holy shit, this thing hit. The flavor on this is absolutely fantastic. So I used it from then. I tried it in dripping mode. I also changed it to squonk mode yesterday, or Monday to make sure that it performed just as well in squonk mode, and I wasn't disappointed. So let's do this. I'm going to take you down the table. Before I get ahead of myself here and just give you the whole review, I'm going to take you down to the table. I'm going to show you what all you get with this RDA. Then I'm going to bring you back up top. I'm going to bring you back up top, and I'm going to tell you my pros and cons. That's what I'm going to do, goddammit. Now, you're wondering, you're saying BlackCat, what are all these sponsors doing? Well, these sponsors are collecting. They all want to be a part. I have to beat them away with the stick. I've got a new sponsor. Holy Fiber is our new sponsor for the Vape at 5. And with the introduction of Holy Fiber, today's giveaway is going to be something that is going to be a absolute treat for you. You're going to get a 60 mil. This is 6 milligram. I have 3. Oh, it's gold. You can't see it. You're going to get 60 mil of, it's called the 24K Billionaire juice line. This is made by Holy Lab Incorporated. Dope as gold. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. See a little bit of it there. And it is peach mocktail. So that is what you're going to get today with your very own bag of Holy Fiber. So make sure you stick around for that. To enter that giveaway, you're going to put a number in Monday's episode of the Vape at 5. It is number 293. So go to 293, which is 2 days ago. Put in a number between 1 and 150, and you will be entered to win that. Plus, you're going to win a set of coils from S7 Vapes. Without further ado, let's take it down. Great giveaway, right? Pretty damn good, I'll tell you. I'm pretty excited about it. All right, let's take it down here. We'll take a look at the Vandy Vape WidowMaker RDA. All right. Here's the box, the presentation box you're going to get with the Vandy Vape WidowMaker RDA. Comes in a little top fill box here. Really nothing on here. There's a little bit of information about the company and things like that, but other than that, there's really nothing else on this box. Take this off here. Presentation of the RDA will be like this there, sitting in there just like that. You're going to get 2 extra airflow control sleeves. So you have an option of 3 different airflow control types. The one that comes with the RDA is a honeycomb. Now, as you've heard me say 1,000 times, honeycomb airflow to me is the absolute best for flavor. I think it is the absolute best all around. And if I had my choice, where in this instance I do have my choice, I stuck with the honeycomb airflow. The other 2 airflows are going to give you is a more mouth to lung type airflow. I did not try this. The RDA is a little too big for mouth to lung, but it does give you that option, and you can do single or dual coil. That is the same on both sides. The third they give you is more of an open hole airflow, so just a direct airflow. As you notice here, this one's a little bit higher than the other 2. Did not try either one of those. Very cool though. They give you a frosted drip tip, kind of a black frosted. Can't really see it there in the light. They also give you a chuff cap, 810 chuff cap, which is very, very nice as well. Inside of here, you're going to get all your necessities. Vandy Vape does a really, really good job of putting together, so does Watofo actually, but they did a really good job of putting all together all the accessories you would need here. You get your little Phillips head here, or excuse me, flathead. Get some extra O-rings. You get a 510 drip tip adapter right there. Get some deck screws. You also get 2 different Allen keys. One is for your squonk pen, and one is for your deck screws. So let me get the one out that is for my deck screws. You also get a set of fuse Claptons, 26 gauge. I did not use these. I actually used a set of coils given to me by Addy Tooney. So very excited to use those, and they were fantastic. And you get an instruction manual here from Vandy Vape. Again, really well done, all different languages. Just gives you the ins and outs of the RDA. Quite frankly, though, with this RDA, it is really, really easy to use, which is one of my big pros for it. So that's what comes with the RDA. Now let's take a look at it here. So here it is. I'm going to bring you down a little bit, focus you in. Focused in some. Take it down just a little bit more. And get that focus. There we go. All right, so here is the top cap. Now, this top cap is in 3 pieces. So what you have here, oops, let me grab that. Son of a bitch. I dropped it. I dropped one of the pieces of the top cap. I don't know where it's somewhere underneath my desk. I have to go find it. Sorry. Hold on. Stand by. I'm going to give you some music. Please stand by. Oops. Did that go? There we go. Ain't nothing gonna break on my stride. Goddamn right, I found it. All right, so this comes in 4 pieces if you count the drip tip. So you have your top here, which you can change out with that chuff cap, or you can use this one. I'm gonna tell you this right now, though. If you use this top, whatever drip tip you put in this RDA, or on the top here, do not ever plan on getting it out. It will not come out. I can promise you that. I had another drip tip in here before I went live, and it literally took me 15 minutes to get it out. I had to keep working with it and working with it and working with it to finally get it out. So whatever drip tip you commit to this, go ahead and just leave it in there. Nice beefy O-ring here. That sits into this part here. So this is the actual main barrel for the RDA. Excuse the water, it just came out of my ultrasonic. And you'll see here's something unique on the airflow. The airflow is actually pretty big, but you'll see there has that air flap that guides the air down. So it will sit like this on the RDA, this part on top. The air comes in and pushes down underneath the coil. So pretty unique design. I don't know if I've seen anything quite like this with as far as having the outer airflow control. Couple different O-rings on there, and then this airflow control, the interchangeable airflow control, just basically sits down on top of that. You can change how much airflow you have just by turning it open and closed, just like that. So you can actually shut it down to 3, 6, 9, and it will mirror it on both sides. So you have a lot of airflow options, especially with that honeycomb. I mean, you can really, really dial it in, and that is another big reason that I absolutely love honeycomb airflow. All right, so that's the top part of it here. Let's take a look at the star of the show. Let's look at the deck. So it is a 4-post drop style deck. Each hole here is 2 by 4 millimeters. The distance between the two posts, you can put up to 10 millimeter coils in it, so it does fit rather large builds. Not a very deep juice well. Reason being is you have these openings here that you have to have in order to get your Allen key in there. So these have to be dropped down a little bit in order to get your Allen keys in there to tighten up your leads. So the juice well on it is not very deep, but quite frankly, you don't really need it once you have the cap on. Squonk pin is elevated from the deck, and then it has a little piece on top of it there. You can see that, focus that in. It has a little guard on top of it that pushes it down to either side, and then your juice wells for your wick are going to go right here. You basically want to stuff your wick in right in here on both sides, and I'll show you that when I wick it up. Stainless steel deck. Machining on it is decent. I mean, you see some machine marks on it. It was a little dirty when I got it, but I ultrasonicked it before I used it, and I didn't have any problems with it after that. I mean, there's a little dirt and stuff on it I noticed when I first got it, when I visually inspected it. But after the ultrasonic, it was fine. On the back here, it says WidowMaker, gives you a serial number. And then at the bottom there, you can barely see it. It says El Mono Vapeador, who is the actual designer of the RDA. Gold-plated 510 pin, sticks out very nicely for hybrid use. This is the squonk pin, but the 510 pin does as well, and it's nicely insulated there as well. All right, let's go ahead and wick this thing up. Going to use the same coils I used before, which are my Addy Toonie coils. Grab those. I already burned these in for those of you who are very, very nervous that I will not burn them in. Well, I don't have to, and the reason being is that I already burned them in. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how you want to wick this, or exactly how you want to build this thing. My coil leads here are 6 millimeters. That's 6 millimeters right there, guys. That is how long. So you want your coils nice and high. And the reason being is when it forces that air down, you want the air to come in up underneath your coils. I'll promise you it's going to be the best vape to do it that way. Here. There we go. All right, so let's tighten those up. Super easy to install. Once you cut your leads at 6 millimeters, just drop them right in, let them sit in there. Don't have to hold it, don't have to do anything. There we go. Then just take the Allen key that they provided and screw them in. There we go. I mean, I understand, you know, it'd been nice if it had been a little deeper of a juice well, but you got to understand that they can't really do anything about it because they do. So you want them positioned high and then as close together as you possibly can. All right, I'm going to take some of this holy fiber that I have I'm giving away today. This stuff is fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. After I used it, I pursued them as a sponsor, and they were very happy to do so. But it wasn't one that they started sponsoring me, and I started using it. I was using it for a month before they actually decided to sponsor the channel. So, but I'll just say this. I will just leave it to everybody else to try it themselves and make your own opinion on it. I can only tell you that I've had great, great luck with it. Right. Go ahead and wrap this one up. Oops. There we go. That might be a little too much. Nope. There we go. This will be a video I have to edit to get rid of when I lost the top cap there. So if you're watching this before I edit it, I'm sorry. I lost the top cap. Let me take autofocus off. Let's focus that in. There we go. Yeah, let's just do that. So that way you guys can actually see it instead of it going out of focus. So Scott needs to pre-burn his coils. They're already pre-burned, Tyler. They're already burn in. But surprised I don't get more comments about that. All right, you don't really need that long a wick on these guys. at all. That is about all I need. But I am going to fluff it out a little bit, thin it out. Not really fluffing it out as much as I'm thinning it out. I don't need all that cotton. There we go. Do the other side. All right, pull that off. Let's clean these up. Look like a troll doll. All right. Here. Stuff it down right down in there. A little bit long. I'm not going to worry about it, but it's a little bit long for my taste. I would make it a little bit shorter. I like it to just barely touch the deck, but that will work. There we go. Here. Yeah, I left it a little too long. That's all right. You know what? I'm going to cut this one. It's just a little too much. Felt like I was stuffing like a sock down in there. There we go. That's much better. All right. Looks good. All right, let's put it on top of a natty, and we will give it a little juice of this new unbelievable juice I got. This will be the first time I've actually tried it. This is the Milky Berry. So let's grab some of this Milky Berry. God, it smells good. All right, there we go. So put the cap back on. Here now, you're going to want to line your cap up with your coil. So you see the cotton coming off of there. Put your cap back on here. You're just going to want to screw it down on top. And then push it all the way down and make sure that it's nice and lined up with your airflow. Make sure that's on there like that. There we go. All right, there we go. Now let's bring it back up top, and we will talk about the WidowMaker RDA. Sorry about dropping the cap there. That's the thing about doing it live. I can't really do anything. I also wicked it a little too heavy, but I was just like, I was trying to get it done. I would never put that much cotton in this. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. How much cotton? Yeah, I didn't mean to put. I didn't know if you guys noticed that or not. I put a lot of cotton in it. I didn't mean to, but I was just like trying to hurry it up to get it done. But typically, I wouldn't put that much cotton in it. But anyway, that being said, let's go ahead and have a vape on this RDA. See that amount of dense vapor? All that is flavor, guys. Every single bit of it is flavor. So, again, I used this RDA for about a week. I didn't have high expectations of it at all when I first got it. I didn't know a whole lot about it, and I had kind of just assumed it was going to be just another And this is nothing against Vandy Vape at all, but I kind of assumed it's just going to be another Vandy Vape RDA. And I've always thought Vandy Vape RDAs were pretty decent. I mean, I really like the Phobia. I thought the Phobia was a great RDA, but for the most part, I kind of always, I don't really look at Vandy Vape RDAs in the same class as I look at some of the other RDAs that I've used. What my expectations really weren't that high. I was blown away. Absolutely blown away by this RDA. First, I was blown away with the different options that they present. They give you 3 different airflow control sleeves that you can put on. You can either have a mouth to lung, a wide open airflow, or you can use the honeycomb airflow, which is what I love. If they didn't give me that one, this RDA would not be near as good to me. How easy it is to install. Easy to install, easy to wick. I mean, it really is a super easy RDA to use and really takes very, very little skill to do that. So the pros and cons of this RDA. The cons. One of the biggest cons on it is when you put your drip tip in this, it won't come out. You're not going to get it out. There's no way. Once it's in there, and it's stuck. That to me is a huge design flaw. And that's just something that I think, Vandy Vape, they're mass produced and maybe they just didn't quality control that part of it, but it was very frustrating. Like right before I'm trying to start this show, and I literally spent 15 minutes trying to get my drip tip out of it, and it was very frustrating. So that's something, and it's not only that, but the top cap's very, very tight. The insert piece that goes into the sleeve is very, very tight. It's just really, it takes some breaking in, and honestly, I've used it now for a week and it's still not broken in. So I mean, what can I say to that other than use the drip tip you want to use and use the chuff cap if you want to use that. But whatever you put in there, don't think you're going to change it out, because it's going to take you about 20 minutes to get that drip tip out of there. Also, lube up your O-rings. Lube up the O-rings the best you can for the top cap. And that's about only advice I can give you. That's probably one of the biggest cons. The 2-piece cap. So the cap comes in really 3 pieces. It's a little overdone. It probably would have been a lot nicer if it just would have been, and I get why they did 3 pieces, because they wanted that sleeve to be interchangeable. Maybe giving 2 different top caps would have been something that would have been a little nice. Might have been a little bit more expensive, probably, but it would have been a nicer touch. Again, at the price range this is in, though, that solution seems like that was pretty decent, but not 100% optimal. The pros for this, the look of it. So, the look of the RDA is really, really nice. Nice and sleek. It says WidowMaker on it. That's about it. But it's a nice, sleek, attractive RDA. Comes in a couple different colors. Comes in black, gunmetal. You can get it in rainbow, gold, and then, of course, the stainless steel. Another part of it is the airflow option. So I mentioned it about 100 times. The airflow options are pretty awesome. They really are. You get honeycomb airflow, you get a direct open airflow, and you get a mouth-to-lung airflow. I don't think you could use this for mouth-to-lung. It's a little too big for that. Although the chamber is condensed. If you notice, they cut in the chamber a little bit onto the coil, which is pretty nice. But I don't know if you could actually use it for mouth-to-lung. I think it's a little bit too big for that. Still, the option's there, and that is a nice touch. The ease of use. I mentioned it a couple different times. The ease of use for this thing is fantastic. And you just drop the coils in, cut them about 6 millimeters so you get them up nice and high, and then you're going to install them, screw them in, put your wick in, close it up, and go. You don't even have to tuck your wick in, really. I mean, you can just close the cap down on it, and the wick will sit right down at that juice well. It is a really, really easy RDA. It's certainly an RDA that would be for someone who hasn't really had a whole lot of experience with RDAs. This would be one that would certainly fit into that. And the last pro for this RDA is flavor. The flavor on this RDA, if you have not used this RDA, flavor on this RDA is as good as any other RDA I've used. It is right there. I actually had to go back to the Rebirth to put it up against the Rebirth head-to-head. I give the edge to the Rebirth on it, but it is right there. I mean, it literally is right there. The airflow on it is perfect with that honeycomb airflow wide open. With the way that that air guard comes down and pushes, it creates a little bit of restriction with that, and it really gives you a really, really nice pull when you pull on the draw. Is absolutely perfect for me with that honeycomb. It is absolutely perfect. The flavor on it is phenomenal. On a scale of poor, meaning it will hurt you, all the way to excellent, meaning you can't live without it, go out and spend $30. This is an excellent RDA. Go out and get one. I was blown away by it. Actually, I was shocked. I was shocked it was as good as it really is. And I'm so happy I decided to buy one for review, because I honestly, this is an RDA that I probably will go out and see if I can get wholesale, get like 10 of them, and just give them to people, because it really is that good of an RDA. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to continue on with the show. So if you want to go past the show, and if you want to get out now, you can. If not, we're going to do some giveaways. So if you're watching live, you are going to be ready for some giveaways. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. All right, that is the review. How much wick did I put in there? I was trying to hurry up. Let me look at it. That's a lot. Holy shit! I've got to clean that up. That's awful. I got to clean up. I was trying to hurry. I got all frustrated when I fucking dropped the damn thing. Hold on, let me get this out of here. Redo this. Oh my god. Were you guys flipping out? I was like, I knew it looked like shit. I was just like, get the fuck in there. I'm trying to get this cat back on. You guys, I know half you guys were like, Scott, what the fuck are you doing? I can't believe I dropped the cap. I really can't believe I dropped the cap. I can't believe I dropped the cap. That was fucking awesome. Thank you, Tracy. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm telling you, you know, I bought this RDA. I get no kind of repercussion. Nobody's giving me any money to review it or anything. I mean, I'm telling you what I think. This RDA is fantastic. It really is. Honestly, I think everybody who vapes should probably have this RDA. Quite frankly, anybody who vapes rebuildables should have this RDA. This is going to be one that you're going to go back to again and again and again. I know I will. And if you have problems with it, you know, there was a gentleman, I think Leo, was in chat the other day. He said he didn't like it. I'm like, message me, bro. Message me. Let me tell you, because I can tell you they're doing something wrong. Because this RDA is, if you do right, no can defend. It is absolutely fantastic. It is the crane technique of RDAs. All right, I got to cut that off. Let me put this wick back in here. There, that looks much better. Much, much better. Much, much better. I cut about an inch off. No, I got about 3 centimeters though. That fucking wick off. That's perfect. There we go. Put that one back in there. There we go. Now it's wicked good. Now, how does that look a little bit better? Jesus Christ. Hey, you know what, David? It does give good clouds. It absolutely. And I'll tell you, man, the clouds are full, absolutely packed full of flavor. You know, I can't believe more people haven't been talking about it. I don't know why, but it's held its price. It's $34. You can get it for $28 at Element Vape. But it's held its price. It hasn't gone down, and it's been out since the beginning of the year. So I think there's still a pretty decent demand for it. The gentleman who made it is Spanish. I don't know if he's from Spain or if he's from like Latin America or, you know, South America or Mexico, but he's Spanish. So I would assume there's a large demand for it in those areas. The people that know him, you know, are buying it. But I'm just like so glad that I actually decided to get one and use it. It has been an absolute treat. So guys, we have the giveaway now. I'm giving away a bag of Holy Fiber, which you cannot get in the United States. The only place you can get it from is me in the United States. So if you're not in the United States, you can order it from Holy Lab. But if you're in the United States, you gotta get it from me. And we're giving away a 60 mil of the peach mocktail. So I'm vaping on the Milky Berry now, and it's really good. It's really, really good. Tastes almost like a really sweet cereal. Oh my God, Holy Fiber. There was an acre of cotton in there. Yeah, there was. I was trying to hurry, Patrick. I was trying to hurry. That's what happened. Dude, doing these live and dropping that, right when I dropped it and I heard it cling, clang, 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 I was like, that thing just went like halfway across my basement. I knew it. And I don't know if you heard, like if you go back and play the episode when I dropped it, I was like, ugh. I knew that fucking. I was like, oh fuck. So you couldn't see me, but I was under the table, like, and I kind of got trapped because I bent down and went under the table, like my butt was hanging out, and like the chair was pushed up, so I couldn't. I was like trying to fight to get out from under the table. I almost panicked. I almost had a panic. Panicked. I was like, fuck it. I gotta go get it. Hold on. Put you guys back on me. I'm gonna edit that out. Actually, I probably should leave it in. Yep, Holy Fiber is a sponsor now, yeah. I'll get you guys some links, Frank. I get some links for you guys. So we got 3 sponsors, and talk about 3 companies that I absolutely love that are sponsors. It's not like, no joke. I've got the love of my life, Miss Jane Shy Tots, the love of my life. I got my brother from another mother, Mr. M. Turk. And now I got a company that has made probably the best cotton I've ever used in my entire life. So I've got one of my favorite RDAs and one of my favorite coil builders, my favorite juice, and my favorite cotton. All sponsored. I'm a lucky, spoiled bastard is what I am. Berry Milky from Mojo. I don't know if it's... I never had that. Until they see this episode, right? Yeah. Until they see this episode, they're like, what did you do to our cotton? Why'd you make our cotton look so shitty, Scott? No, they won't do that. They're actually super nice. They're super, super nice. Okay, Andrea, so does it cause more spitback if you space them out? I didn't notice that. And typically, I like putting I don't really like putting my coils really, really close together a lot of times. But when I do drop style decks, I always put them really close together because I want them to act as one coil. 2 that kind of act as one. That's kind of my thinking behind it. And I also do not like putting my coils as close to I don't like putting them close to the airflow. So I always try to get my coils, like as weird as that sounds, I try to get them away from the airflow, but in direct airflow. So the way that the airflow comes in on that, it goes down and then comes back up. And the angle it comes up at, you want your coils nice and high because it pushes right through them. And I'm telling you, 6 millimeters, guys. Cut them at 6. If you have a coily tool, cut them at 6 millimeters and put them in. That's what I got mine at. They look high. And the problem is that the top of this cap is bent. See how it's bent in there like that? And you're going to, got some cotton there. You're going to think that you're going to hit those 2 sides. You're not going to. You won't. Trust me. You won't short it out. You won't hit those. They're low enough that it's going to be right underneath that. But, yeah. And I mean, that's how mine looks right there. That's how high mine are. But that goes on top. My airflow then becomes bottom airflow, which I love. Honeycomb bottom airflow, and that is my wheelhouse. Getting the cap back on, you got to kind of push it down and turn it. Again, that was my negative. The O-rings on it are, I mean, if they would have used these O-rings on the space shuttle on the Challenger flight, then it wouldn't have blown apart. These O-rings are like the like strongest O-rings I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, Holy Fiber's from France. But the place that they sent it to me is out of the Philippines. I don't know if they produce it in the Philippines and sell it out of France. But their company basis is out of France. Oh, I meant in general. I don't space them apart, Andrea. I don't. I pull them together. Yeah. And I don't mind spitback. I like spitback. So, I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. I'll tell you what, using this cotton, you'll get less spitback. This cotton is like a goddamn sponge. I mean, it soaks everything up, and it looks dry, but it's not. It looks dry, and it's not. You don't have to keep squonking. I mean, just squonk one time and let it go, and it'd take about 3 or 4 hits. You don't have to worry about it. How does it compare squonking or dripping? I didn't notice a difference, believe it or not. I had it in drip. I drip on my RDAs. I just do, and that's just because I do like a nice, wet, moist, juicy vape. And so when I switched it to squonking mode, I was a little nervous, but it didn't change it. It's still fantastic. Probably dripping was probably better just because you get the juice right on the coil. The way that this squonks, though, it squonks right up in between the coils and then branches back out, kind of like a waterfall effect over the coils. And part of that is because there's no juice well. There's nowhere for that to go. And that's why you do need a little bit extra cotton in there. I mean, obviously I put too much in, but you do need a little bit extra cotton in order to soak up all the juice so it doesn't spill out. But this thing did not leak, and I had people telling me that it leaked. It did not leak on me at all. It leaked one time when I squonked it. I had it like this, and I squonked it, but it leaked, but that was my fault. You know, I mean, you know, just keep it straight up, you know, and don't hold it upside down or turn it. It will leak in that respect, but not normally. So I don't know any place that you can buy it, Steven, in the States. I don't know any place that you can buy Holy Fiber in the States. But I will tell you this, if you're a patron of mine, you will be getting, I mean, I'm going to start sending it out to you guys. I've got a case of it right now. So I'm going to start sending it out with my packages, and you guys will be able to try it. Maybe I can talk to him about doing maybe some like little bit of distributing for him in the States. I don't know. I'd have to check the law on that and make sure. I don't know if it's illegal to sell cotton unless you have a license, but I would have to check that before I was able to, you know, I wouldn't take any money for it, but I would just send it when you ordered it. Eddie, you know, I have Mr. Pebbles Stormbreaker, which I'm sending out on Saturday. I don't plan on reviewing it, but I'll tell you, I want one. I've wanted one ever since they dropped. When they first dropped, I wanted one. I think it's a fantastic mod. I really want one, and I really like the gray one. Was it graphite? The graphite one is sexy as fuck. And I'm a Vapor Clouds guy. Columbus, they have has a big representation of Vapor Clouds here, always has. All the way back to the Buddha, all the Buddhas and everything. So yeah, I like Vapor Clouds. Cotton dealer, yeah, Chad. I don't know, man. You can get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. So I don't sell anything really. I don't sell like coils, nothing really. I mean, yeah. Just put it in your mouth and suck. Chris, you like it? See, Chris has had it. Chris has got one. Never had it leak. That's awesome. So I think you can get it from, and if you're going to get it, I would just go ahead and get a box of it and just don't order a bag. And if you really want to try it, let me know, and I'll get you one so you can try it. Yeah, Steven, you'll get one. I'll get you one for sure, bro. Yeah. Yeah, if you're in the Patreon, you want it. Oh, a couple things to mention. So, the Bestia RDA and Mech, the Bestia Mech waffle is going on after this episode. I am waffling off the Bestia. I don't care how many people entered. Right now, there are 12 people to enter. There were 22 slots, and 12 of them are full. So, you have a almost 50% better chance of winning. Okay, it's actually a 100% chance if you look at it that way. You have a 100% better chance of winning. It's $20 to get in. So if you want to get into it, it's on the Facebook page on the very top. It is the Bestia Mech waffle. Get in there, send me $20, pick a number, and I'm going to pull it as soon as I'm done with this episode. I'm going over there to pull it. Hey Herb, how you doing, man? Love it, dude. You have to go back and watch it. Yeah, I love it. I gave it an excellent. I've given 2 RDAs excellent. This one in the rebirth. Yeah, and I mean, I don't like give. I try not to give excellence unless I really believe in it. And this is one of them. Hey, Voop, how you doing, man? Let me grab a bag of that good old white stuff. I know that's right. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, Pebble, you're gonna like it, dude. You're gonna like it, man. And you know, that's the thing. If something about it you don't like or you're not getting the flavor you want, please message me. Let me talk to you, because this is one I figured out out of the few. Asgard, yeah. I got another one. The 25 is going to be a review I do here very soon. I also have some stuff coming in from Asmodus. They're sending me that new mod that they have. You've seen a couple. I've seen Fagan did a review on it, and I think Mike might have as well. But I've got that coming in to review. I think if I get it this week, which I hope I do, might take it with me on vacation. Although that's a little, I don't want to break it. So, but I will have a review for that. Probably be the review I do when I come back. And then I have the 25 millimeter Asgard as well. That's going to be the next one. Yeah, the $1 billion cocaine bust. And I saw that. I saw that on your Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, Herb, I'll tell you, man, I am so glad I know I just said that. I'm so glad I bought it. It really didn't catch my eye. And I mean, I don't want to sound like a hater and hating on Vandy Vape, but it's just, it's Vandy Vape. And I don't really, I guess I hold other ones in higher regard, like with Tofo and those. I just think of better products. And so I was like, it's Vandy Vape, and it's probably decent. But I was like, I need a review, so I'm going to go ahead and get it. And it was a decent price. It's like, I'll just try it. And God, I'm so glad I did, man. Yeah, Asma is talking to me again. Yeah. Yeah, they like that I was honest. They're a good company, man. They were like a real I told them I was like, I didn't like your RTA. I thought it was garbage and I think it's terrible, and they were still cool with it. Yeah. Yeah, Tracy, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. I'm excited. I got to send it out. I'm losing money on it, but it's like, I got to get it out. And then I think I'm going to hold off on doing waffles for a while because my waffles are not filling up at all. Keep the bar low. Tommy. It is what it is. I mean, one thing about it is it did come dirty. And a lot of the other products I get don't come dirty anymore. Some used to. Some used to take a finger and rub it across. You get like machine dust and shit on there, but a lot of them don't do that anymore. And this one came a little dirty. I mean, I had to clean it before I used it, and I clean all my RDAs before I use them. But this one I had to clean. Like I was like, there's something in there. So just make sure you clean it. That would be my only complaint, is make sure you clean it. But once you get it clean, it performs fucking amazing. Oh, something next week too. Yeah, the 30 mil. I got a murdered out one from Mr. Pebble. 30 mil murdered out Asgard from Mr. Pebble. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to review it. I'm going to review the Asgard. Yeah. Yep, that will be probably my next one. That one or I don't know. Probably that one. I'll probably do that one. It'll be easier. I just love doing RDAs. I just feel like that's my wheelhouse. And the mods, I'm such a basic bitch when it comes to mods. Fire button, voltage wad, fire button. That's all I really look at. And if it reads the ohms decently and it fires below 0.1 and it fires, doesn't always give me like check atomizer alarms and shit, then I'm pretty happy with it. So. All kinds of noise. You hear noise? On here? Not me. I have not squonked since the very beginning. This is the first time I've squonked it. So that tells you, man, that cotton I'm telling you, this cotton is fucking fire. RTA life. Man, I'm a dripper. I'll probably always drip. I mean, to that, I love my pods. Man, I'm such a Salt Nick addict. I fucking love my Salt Nick. I do. And I'll tell you, I have I'm not going to review it, but I have what is this? The Caliburn, which everybody said. Very nice. Gives you the fire option and the pull fire, so you got dual option on that. It's very, very nice. I don't know if the Aegis does or not. I don't have one, Josh. I don't have one, buddy. What's your dad's number? Don't call my dad. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that, Patrick. Don't call my dad. Don't give him a car. He's a terrible fucking driver. He's a menace to the road and to himself. Didn't get the memo. They may not. Oh, no noise on mine. Okay, good. Oh, what we're talking about. Oh, but I still think, and this is funny, I think the Nova by Smoke, the Nova pod system is the best. It simulates a cigarette better than any other pod I've ever used. Almost the perfect draw. Almost the perfect draw. And like I lost mine fishing. And then I had an extra caliber, and so I started using this, but I missed my Nova. 0.05, that's really good. Caliburn is a tad too airy, Matt. That's exactly what I think. It's a tad too airy. It doesn't pull hard. I don't get that pull. Yeah. That's my complaint on it too, Matt. Same thing, man. I want to pull like I'm pulling a cigarette. Dripping, always getting triggered. Yeah. I drip it. Well, I probably should say I drip and drive. I drip it. I don't give a fuck. Hey, your links to Patreon, Facebook in the description don't work. Let's see, Herb. If you're looking for the Patreon, let me look. Oh, it's not hyperlinked, is it? Yeah, it's Patreon. It says /BlackCat White or / patreon.com / blackcatwhiteface.com. The Facebook page is the Cat's Eye. The Cat's Eye. So if you go to Facebook, and I'll give you a little bit if you want to do that and get in. Yeah, it's right there. But yeah, get into that. We're gonna do the giveaway here in about 2 minutes. So if you have not put a number in Monday's episode, go do it. 'Cause you're gonna win some bunch of good stuff today, guys. Really, really good giveaway. There's a Patreon link. Thank Big G. Yeah, if anybody wants to join the Patreon, it's like $5 a month. Yeah, it's fun. And there's the Facebook page. Thank you, Big G. Yeah, so there you go. Ages Legend. Easy Dripper. I have an Easy Dripper. I don't use it, though. You know what? This one, okay, so this has the same exact deck style as the Drop. Same exact deck style as the Drop. Just different airflow. And I really like the Drop. There's a lot. The Facebook page is crazy. It's not really about vaping that much. There's a lot of butt jokes recently. Quite a few butt jokes in there. I saw my Scott wears a hat. Look. Tried too hard to play 5-6. I hear ya. Leave mine in the car. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. All right, let's go ahead and do the waffle, guys. The giveaway. Let's go over to Monday's episode, and we're going to pull a winner. Hope all you guys entered, man. It's a good giveaway. This will go out to you on Saturday. So let's go to my channel, and we go to Monday's episode. Pause that so it doesn't start being obnoxious. 30 entries. All right, guys. That is really, really nice. Excellent. 30 entries is good. That's up from last couple weeks. I think last week we had like 22. Week before that we had 28. So 30 is perfect. All right, so I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 150. Let me go to that. And let's see, random. Oops, not tandem. Random number generator. 1 and 150. First number. 89. Second number, 150. And the third and winning number is 142. Closest to the number without going over. Herb, I'll let you in. 142. So let's scroll down here. Or somebody can let Herb into the group. I'd really appreciate it. All right, 142. 119, Shane Smith. 119. 125, Frank Einstein. 125. That may be our winner. Let's see. Let me look again. Frank, I think you won, dude. $125, Frank, you won, dude. Congratulations, dude. Send me $5 for shipping. I'll get that out to you on Saturday. All right, so S7 Vapes Wednesday goes to Frank. Congratulations, Frank. Awesome, brother. Good for you. All right, so now if you want to join the waffle, get into the Facebook group and get in there. And we're doing the waffle probably not, maybe not as soon as I fall off here, but really, really soon. Well, probably as soon as I fall off here, actually. So let me get into the Facebook page and see if anybody let Herb in. Cat's Eye Vaping and Waffles. Looks like somebody let him in. Admin and mod activity. Yep, thank you, Jane. Appreciate it. All right, so congratulations, Frank. Can't remember if I entered. That sound wrong. Yeah. So my PayPal's in there. If you want to enter it, go for it. We still got 5 minutes to bullshit. That's awesome. The flavor on this is so good. It's so good, dude. And Addy Tooney's coils are the best. They are literally the best. Nick says he knows how to build them, so I'm going to find out. I'm going to start doing Addy Tooney coil, sending them out to people. All right. What are some good coils for the Peerless RDA? Peerless is 24 millimeters. You know, the Bestia Waffle has my anxiety at 100. Nana, I always go with Aliens. It's pretty much all I vape. You know, I'd probably go with 27 gauge Aliens, 3-core. Yeah, if you can find those. Soldered it all back together. Works again. There you go, Josh. Flavor through the stratosphere. I'm excited. Eddie, you got the 30. I got the 25. So my flavor even might be better. You got the 30 to go onto that, onto your Stormbreaker, right? Yeah. I've never used a Peerless. Never used it. Yeah, I pretty much use the same coils, Nana. Always use Aliens, different types. Get my Peerless and blow the dust. Oh, yeah, it's an older one, yeah. Doesn't mean it's not good. A lot of older RDAs are fantastic. Not that old. I mean, it's like, what, like 2 years old, maybe? I've been thinking about doing a nostalgia, breaking out some of my old mutation RDAs, seeing how those work nowadays. Yeah. Get some man's Nana. Nick Devine. Nick Devine is a really good coil guy. That's who I would talk to. He'll hook you up. They're fantastic. Yeah, the Velocity clone. Yeah. I think we all had Velocity clone. I don't know anybody who has real Velocity. I don't know anybody I can think of. I mean, I probably do, but never anybody mentioned they had a real one. They didn't make many of them. Yeah. Yeah, everybody got clones instead. Back when, getting clones was like, you kind of had to. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Mutation V5 is great. I think my favorite one, the first one I ever got was the version 2. I don't have the version 1. I got to go through. I may have a version 1 now, but I got to go through all my stuff and see if I have it. I don't think I do. I have an unholy clone. Yeah. Wasn't that big of a deal. Clones back then were kind of like a necessity because there wasn't as many out, I don't know. Some people think differently. Everybody's got their own opinion. All right, guys. I am going to get... Hey, Tim, how you doing, man? I'm going to get out of here. I will be over on the Facebook page in about 3 minutes, and we will do that giveaway, or the waffle for that... for the Bestia Mech and RDA. Tonight on the YouTubes, you got something very, very special on Beards and Nicotine tonight. Or excuse me, never heard of them on Heavy's channel, 9 o'clock. Charlie from the Vape Hot Tub will be the guest. So make sure you tune in for that. That will be a lot of fun. Then at 10:30 you have, oh gosh, I'm blanking on his name. Golf T Vapes on at 10:30. So show up for that. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic night. I will see you Friday for the Vape Hot Tub. Have a great one.